Roofing contractors. This is Scott Dennison. I'm your top-ranked roofer, and I've come back today with a weekly video. I want to talk to you a little bit about the VPS process for roofers' online marketing. We're going to review some of the things that we've covered over the weeks past and set ourselves up to move forward next week. I don't have to tell you much to tell you that roofing season is on. It's out there. You're working it now. The weather's hot. And I got to tell you, it's an exciting time. I've been talking to an awful lot of guys this spring, a lot of roofing contractors that I've been having a lot of conversations. And I find it very exciting that because of your well-running marketing machines, your pipelines are filled. They're filled with qualified local prospects. What could be better? Maybe it's the mail that you're sending, the direct mail you're sending into storm zones. Maybe it's your canvassers. Maybe you got a group of them. Maybe you're running ads in Google or Facebook. The point I'm making is that the phone rings daily with people that need help with their roof, and your team is on it. Congratulations. But what if all of that activity, what if it doesn't produce enough leads to reach your goals? You don't want to be like this guy, sad and lonely. What if it's not enough for you to grow to the levels that you've dreamed of and believed in? I'd remind you that it's time to check your VPS. Because one of the hottest areas in getting leads for a roofing business is definitely the Google Maps. It is where consumers are looking first and foremost. The vast majority, if you're running trend analysis on Google Maps and searches for contractors, that's where all the searches are going. There was a time when the bottom of the page, where the 10 blue links was where you wanted to be. But nowadays, you need to be further up the page. You've got choices in advertising. You've got choices to be in the 3-pack of map listings. Maybe you can get your content picked up as a structured snippet. All of these things are options to you, but it starts by checking your VPS. Now, if you haven't been following too closely, Google suggests that there's 200 different things that dictate where they have you ranked. And that dictates, obviously, or that has everything to do with how much your phone rings and how many calls you're getting from search engines. Now, with testing, so Google's telling you that you need about 200 things to get them exactly right, to be able to really play their game properly. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. With testing, I found that if you focus on 3 of them, the rest are going to be okay. Focus on the 3. First is your visibility. You see, when your prospect goes online to search for roofers, do they see you? When they type in whatever search they choose, and they're in Google or some search engine, and if they don't see your business listed there, if they don't see you, you don't exist to them. By being invisible in search, you're not an option to work with this prospect. That can be fixed, and it should be. Prioritize it. But let's say you are visible. Let's say you've got several places where your visibility is strong. I've got clients that are just doing just great. Some could use some tweaking and adjusting, but for the most part, they're visible. Customers can find them. If you are visible, the customers immediately wants to know if they can trust you. So in today's environment, you're going to want indisputable proof. Indisputable proof. Man, have lots of pictures and videos. Get reviews on Facebook or on Angie or on BBB. On Yelp, reviews on your site. And as many people as have a Gmail address, Have them review the work you did on Google. That's the easiest and best way to do it, too. Now, if your trust is holding up, if your proof is holding up and they trust you, you're probably going to get invited into the selling process. But here's another question. Can you help me to buy without having to hard close me? Can you do it without beating me up and making me feel like I will be thinking about canceling? Let's have a quick look at selling in 2022, selling roofing especially. Your customer's on a journey. And it's the person who does the best job of explaining to them step by step usually gets the deal. So be highly visual. Use pictures. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. Don't talk so much. Educate them instead of trying to sell them. You don't have to be slick. Just tell them what the problem is and tell them about your solution and the guarantees behind it. Today, people love to buy. That's a given. You don't have to look far to find that. But they hate to be sold. So don't try to crush them. Don't resort to that. If they're not ready to buy, it's probably because you didn't educate them enough. However, when it's done right, it's fine to be assumptive with them. There are visual clues, there are verbal clues, and when your customer's using them, prospective customers using them, go for the order. What you're looking to do is to build a predisposed buyer. That predisposed buyer is ready to buy, and they're out there. If you set your cards up and play them right, you'll have one, and they'll be easy for you to sell. Now, that's the review. Now, if something is off, if this, when you watch this, if you go, well, my system's not that smooth. It's not that smooth. It's not running frictionless. If something's off, if you're having challenges getting to the next level, may I suggest that we audit your online profile for you? We've talked about this before, but let me remind you how an audit will help you. We're going to tell you where you are now. Imagine having a giant X drawn on the ground in front of you saying, this is where you are. Now, when we draw the X at your destination, where you're trying to go, it becomes very easy to build a strategic plan and help you get there. What I find fascinating is that vast majority of people doing online optimization are not working with an audit. They don't know where you're standing now. They don't have no X on the ground. We're going to look at your visibility. We're going to technically audit your site. We're going to look at local visibility and keyword rankings, content optimization and structure, proof. We're going to look at all of your proof. We're going to look at social proof and reviews, conversion elements, how engaged your buyers are, what the sales process looks like. We're going to look at all of that. And so your first step is just to hit that yellow button there. If you need this kind of data, if you need the confidence that will come from knowing exactly why your business is performing like it is, then you want to start by getting an audit. The investment is nominal. The process moves pretty quickly, and what you will get is a report that will set you up for the next several years of your business growth. So if you want to do it, just get started, click that button, and we'll go from there. And I'll see you next time. Scott Dennison for Top Rank Roofing. Have a great day.